Somewhere in Pennsylvania, smoke is still rising out of the ground. It's been rising for over 60 years from a fire no one has ever been able to put out, underneath a town that used to have thousands of residents. That's not the strangest place on this list. It's not even close. These are 10 real abandoned towns across the United States, places that once had homes, schools, and full communities, until something forced everyone out. Stay until the end, because the final town on this list is still burning right now, as you're watching this.
Number 10, Frisco, Utah. In the 1880s, this silver mining town had 6,000 residents, 24 saloons, and a reputation as one of the most violent places in the American West. By some accounts, someone was killed here almost every night. When the silver ran out, the town emptied within a few decades. Today, all that's left is a cemetery, rusted mining equipment, and rows of old charcoal kilns. Visitors have reported hearing horses neighing in the distance. There are no horses left in Frisco. Frisco emptied slowly, over years. This next one emptied almost overnight.
Number 9, Rhyolite, Nevada. This gold rush boomtown grew to thousands of residents in just a few years, complete with a stock exchange and an opera house. When the gold ran out around 1911, the exodus was almost immediate. Some buildings were even dismantled and hauled away piece by residents leaving for the next boomtown. What's left now are crumbling stone shells, including an old bank building and jail, standing alone in the Nevada desert. Rhyolite was abandoned by choice. This next town was abandoned when the thing that gave it life simply stopped coming.
Number 8, Thurmond, West Virginia. Built entirely around the railroad, this town once processed more freight revenue than Cincinnati and Richmond combined. But when steam locomotives were phased out, the trains stopped needing to stop here. The depot, homes, and storefronts were left standing, slowly decaying along tracks that still occasionally carry a passing train, past a town with almost no one left to hear it. Thurmond died when an industry moved on. This next town died when the forest simply took it back.
Number 7, Elkmont, Tennessee. Deep in the Great Smoky Mountains, this former logging town later became a getaway community of small vacation cabins. When the land was absorbed into the national park system, families were allowed to keep their cabins for decades under lease, until those leases expired. Now, dozens of cabins sit quietly decaying in the forest, their porches collapsing, nature reclaiming them one season at a time. Elkmont was left to nature by policy. This next town was left behind by faith and by flooding.
Number 6, Grafton, Utah. Settled by Mormon pioneers in the 1800s, this small farming community battled repeated flooding from the nearby river until most families finally gave up and left. Its well-preserved red schoolhouse has appeared in several classic Western films, including Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Today, visitors describe an unsettling stillness here, a town that looks fully intact, but has no one left inside it. Grafton was undone by water. This next one was undone in a single sudden shutdown.
Number 5, Kennecott, Alaska. Built at the end of a 60-mile dirt road deep in what's now Wrangell St. Elias National Park, this copper mining operation processed roughly $200 million worth of ore in under 3 decades. Then, in 1938, the company shut the entire operation down almost overnight. Workers left so quickly that furniture, tools, and personal belongings were simply abandoned in place. A 14-story mill building still standing exactly where it was left, in one of the most remote places in North America. Kennecott's residents left in a hurry. This next town's residents left because of who was running it.
Number 4, Bannock, Montana. Founded during the gold rush, Bannock earned a reputation as one of the toughest and most lawless towns in the West. Its own sheriff was later revealed to be secretly leading a gang of outlaws responsible for robberies along the route to a neighboring town. Bannock was fully abandoned by the 1950s, but dozens of its original buildings still stand today, preserved as a state park. It's become a frequent stop for paranormal investigation shows, exploring its violent history. Bannock was undone by its own violence. This next town was undone by a river, and by the people it once forced into bondage.
Number 3. Cahaba, Alabama. This was once Alabama's very first state capital, sitting at the junction of two major rivers, a location that seemed strategic until repeated flooding made the site nearly unlivable. During the Civil War, the town also held a prison camp for captured soldiers. Today, only scattered brick ruins and an old cemetery remain, reclaimed almost entirely by nature. Visitors and researchers have long described the site as carrying a heavy, unsettling stillness tied to the layers of history buried there. Cahaba was swallowed slowly by water and time. This next town was frozen the moment its gold ran dry.
Number 2. Bodie, California. At its peak, this gold rush town had thousands of residents and a reputation as one of the roughest settlements in the West. When the gold dried up in the early 1880s, people left so suddenly that entire homes were abandoned mid-use, meals left on tables, furniture untouched. More than 100 buildings still stand today, kept in a deliberately preserved state known as arrested decay. Local legend warns that anyone who takes even a small item from the town will be cursed with bad luck until it's returned. And park rangers say they still receive mailed back souvenirs from visitors every single year. Every town on this list was abandoned because of something that already happened. This last one is different, because whatever forced everyone out is still happening, right now, underground.
Number 1. Centralia, Pennsylvania. In 1962, a fire started in the town's landfill and spread into the coal seams running beneath the entire town. That fire has never been extinguished. It's still burning today, more than 60 years later. Smoke and toxic gas rise from cracks in the ground. The earth in some spots is warm to the touch, and the population dropped from over 1,000 residents to only a handful who refused to leave. Centralia's main road, cracked and covered in decades of graffiti, is now known simply as Graffiti Highway. Experts estimate the fire could keep burning for another century. 10 towns, 10 different reasons people were forced to leave everything behind. Some by fire, some by flood, some by simple bad luck running out. All of them are still standing, right now, waiting for no one. Subscribe for more real places, real history, and real mysteries the rest of the internet hasn't covered yet.